Hidden deep in the jungle stands a house no one dares enter, and a girl no one dares follow. She is silent, barefoot, and always watching. Locals whisper her name in fear, but no one truly knows who or what she is. This is the haunting tale of the Jungle Girl. Whispers of the Jungle Girl. In the heart of a dense, untouched jungle, villagers whisper about a mysterious young girl who appears near an old, forgotten house. No one knows her name, yet everyone knows her face. Pale skin, long black hair, and a white dress that never gets dirty. She's always alone, watching from a distance, never speaking. Some say she follows travelers without leaving footprints. Others claim she disappears the moment you blink. For generations, parents warn their children never go near the jungle house after dark. They say the girl is not alive, but not entirely dead either. Some believe she was once a lost child, left behind long ago. But many are convinced she was never human at all. Her presence is felt before she's seen. An unnatural cold, a sudden silence, birds stopping mid-song. The jungle listens when she moves, and it never welcomes those who follow her. The old house no one enters. Deep within the jungle, covered by vines and years of silence, stands an old wooden house. Its roof sags, its windows are cracked, yet it refuses to collapse. Locals say the house is cursed, untouched by time, protected by something unseen. No one knows who built it, and there are no records of ownership. Strange sounds are often heard at night, soft humming, old music, or creaking footsteps on wooden floors. But no one lives there, at least not anymore. The brave few who approached it reported feeling watched, as if eyes from the forest were following every step. Animals avoid the area. Birds go silent when flying over it. Every door and window is sealed shut, yet some claim to see a face, small and pale, staring from the second-floor window. The house waits, unmoved by time, holding on to whatever lives or lingers inside its walls. The first encounter. The first known encounter happened nearly 30 years ago. A hunter named Elias wandered too far while tracking a wild boar and stumbled upon the house at dusk. He swore he saw a young girl sitting on the porch steps, humming a slow, sad tune. She didn't seem afraid, just still. When he called out to her, she turned. Her face, he said, was soft and youthful, but her eyes were completely black, empty, endless. Then, without a sound, she vanished into the house, as if the shadows swallowed her whole. Shaken, Elias ran back to his village and refused to speak of it again for years. But word spread. Other hunters and travelers began avoiding the area, and those who didn't often came back changed, or not at all. The researcher who stayed. Driven by curiosity, a young paranormal researcher named Claire decided to uncover the truth. With her camera gear, drone, and notebooks, she set up camp just beyond the house's perimeter. At first, everything felt ordinary. Quiet jungle sounds, humid air, and the creaks of distant branches. But by the third night, something shifted. Claire began hearing whispers outside her tent. When she stepped out, no one was there. On the fourth night, she noticed her equipment had been moved, carefully, almost politely, as if someone had been watching and wanted her to know. She saw footprints around her tent, small and barefoot, leading toward the house. They stopped at the front door. That night, Claire made a decision that would change her forever. She crossed the threshold of the old house and never radioed back. Only her journal was recovered, filled with entries that grew more disturbed with each page. The girl in the window. A week after Claire vanished, a rescue team entered the jungle to search for her. They reached the house just before sundown. From a distance, they saw movement behind the second-floor window, what looked like a girl watching them. One team member raised a camera and zoomed in. That is when they saw her clearly. A young girl in a white dress stood motionless, her eyes pitch black, her mouth curved in a faint, knowing smile, but the reflection in the glass did not match her form. It flickered, like an old video playing out of sync. When they approached the house, the window was empty. They called her name, but only the sound of creaking wood replied. Then, one by one, their flashlights began to fail. The girl was no longer visible, but something had changed. The forest felt closer, heavier, as if the jungle itself had shifted to trap them within. Disappearances and warnings. After the rescue team returned, pale and rattled, villagers demanded that no one enter the jungle again. One rescuer refused to speak. Another left town completely. Weeks later, a pair of foreign hikers ignored the warnings and disappeared without a trace. Only their GPS device was found, stuck in a loop at the jungle house coordinates. Locals began placing handmade charms and wooden totems at the jungle's edge, pleading with whatever spirits might dwell there to keep others away. An elder woman claimed a girl was a forest bride, a soul gifted to the land centuries ago to calm an ancient curse. Now, abandoned, she seeks companionship, not to hurt, but to keep. She is not angry, she is lonely, and when she finds someone, she never lets them go. Those who vanish are not dead. They are simply with her now. Theories behind the haunting. Speculation about the jungle girl is endless. Some believe she's a remnant of a forgotten tribe, a spirit left behind by a civilization swallowed by the jungle. Others say the house itself is cursed, a structure built on sacred ground that traps souls in a time loop. Paranormal experts suggest she is a manifestation of grief, drawn from the emotions of those who entered the house and never returned. A few even claim she is not a ghost at all, but an echo of something older, something that uses the girl's form to lure the curious. Her presence defies natural law, no temperature drops, no EMF spikes, just a growing sense of being watched. All cameras fail, all signals die. Whatever she is not seeking help. She is seeking company. And once she sees you, she remembers. Would you step inside? Today, the jungle house remains untouched, hidden beneath thick vines and silence. The girl in white still appears from time to time, sometimes at dusk, sometimes just before a storm. People say if you stare long enough, she will smile, and if you wave, she might wave back. The trail to the house is unmarked now, overgrown and forgotten by maps, but still there. Would you follow it? Would you step inside the place where time folds and shadows whisper? Most people would not. Most people listen to the warnings. But if you are the kind who follows stories too far, remember this: the girl does not chase. She waits, and once you cross the threshold of her home, you may never find your way back. The girl in white still waits behind the glass, her story unfinished, her presence eternal. Some say she seeks comfort. Others believe she seeks to trap a soul like her own. Would you enter her home? Subscribe for more chilling tales. And never forget, Sometimes the quietest spirits are the dead.